Guys, I'm sorry. I really wanted to capture some Legion gameplay for a video, but something weird kept happening in all of my games. Every time I stabbed a survivor as Legion, they'd just disconnect. Is this a glitch or something? Look, I didn't even have to stab that last guy. I don't know why this is happening. Oh wait, actually, I do know why. It's because Legion's power is no fun to play against. With the proper perks and add-ons, Legion can guarantee survivors bleed out with practically zero chance of counterplay. Experienced Legion players will abuse the game's chase mechanics to force survivors to bleed while still being able to follow them, resulting in an easy down that requires no skill to pull off. It's no surprise that some survivors don't even take Legion games seriously or disconnect immediately after being stabbed. Another unfun mechanic of Legion's power is the fact that he essentially gains wall hacks after landing a hit during his frenzy. There's no way to hide from this, aside from being outside his terror radius, and since he runs faster than survivors, it's pretty much guaranteed he'll land a hit on you. Let's break down a typical chase scenario. I got lucky here and found multiple survivors, so first I landed a hit on each of them to stack my Thanatophobia debuff. After all survivors were suffering from deep wounds, I tunneled the last one to get my first down. Notice how Lori found a pallet in time to drop it before I could reach her. Using a pallet against almost any other killer in the game prevents the survivor from taking a hit, but as Legion I'm able to completely ignore it and land a hit anyways. This is part of the reason why players feel so helpless against Legion. Mechanics like pallets and windows don't do anything against him. So after I land my second hit on Lori, I back away to end the chase so the bleed out timer starts ticking. Normally at this point I would use my Bloodhound perk to follow the blood trail back to the survivor and finish them off, but as you can see, she didn't even bother running because she knew what my strategy was and how there really isn't any way to counter it. She immediately killed herself on the hook, but it was probably for the best. So you can't run, you can't hide, and you can't loop Legion. Is there anything you can do to counter him? Honestly, I don't think you can stop Legion from downing you once you're hit with deep wounds, but knowing his weaknesses can help you either avoid getting hit in the first place, or discourage him from wanting to finish you off. First, remember that Legion moves slower than most killers, and relies on his small terror radius to get close enough to survivors to use his frenzy. So to ruin his initial approach, use a detection perk like Spine Chill or Premonition to sneak off before he arrives. Exhaustion perks like Sprint Burst and Balanced Landing could also let you gain enough distance to drain Legion's power before he can hit you. Secondly, know that after his power is drained, it takes about 15 seconds without add-ons for it to recharge. His power also drains completely after landing a standard melee attack or being hit by a pallet. If Legion tries to use his power again within 15 seconds, the duration is greatly reduced, and you'll have a good chance of Legion getting stunned before being able to land a hit on you. A good technique to use if you're near a pallet is to force Legion to lunge through the pallet to land a hit on you. Then drop the pallet on him to stun him and put his power on cooldown. He'll likely be forced to break the pallet and won't want to chase you. Lastly, keep in mind that Legion can't see scratch marks while using Feral Frenzy. Breaking line of sight with him, even for a second, can completely throw him off your trail. That is, if you're not leaving pools of blood for him to follow. So thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for future content.